Hey everyone, it's Matt from Train Sim Society and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. We've known for a while that High Iron Simulations was preparing their first release for TSW, but now it is official. The Santa Fe on Cajon Pass gameplay pack has been fully revealed in a brand new article, complete with pricing, release date, and tons of details from Dovetail's latest article. So the pack releases on November 13th, so not this Thursday, but next Thursday for $17.99 US dollars, $14.99 British pounds, and $17.99 euros. It'll be available only on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Steam, and the Epic Game Store. So this one is for 9th gen and PC players only. You will also need to already own the Cajon Pass route add-on to use it, since this is a gameplay expansion rather than a brand new standalone route. So this marks a pretty big milestone for High Iron Simulations. They have been a long-time partner studio for Train Simulator Classic, releasing a ton of scenarios and locomotive packs since 2016. But this is actually their very first foray into TSW. The team includes several veteran names from the TSC community like Michael, Rick, Ricardo, Jonathan, and many more, who a lot of people will recognize from past American Freight content. So, in that sense, it is a really big moment seeing them bring their experience into Unreal Engine. So with this pack, the setting takes us back to the early 1990s, when the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railway, better known simply as Santa Fe, was still running its iconic red and silver war bonnet units through California's Cajon Pass. So this pack aims to capture that whole era of American railroading just before the merger that created BNSF. So we're getting two locomotives in total here, the C48W or -840CW in its classic war bonnet scheme, and the SD40-2 in Santa Fe's blue and yellow freight livery. So both come with Santa Fe specific details that set them apart from the previous TSW versions that we already have. So this includes the inset lower headlight on the SD40-2 and the distinctive gull wing cab on the C48W. There will also be a new C48W tutorial plus a training center version of the SD40-2 for anyone who wants to learn the controls before diving into scenarios. Now, alongside the locos, there's also some new rolling stock here as well. We're going to be getting 3 completely new ATSF freight cars. That includes a 2-bay cement hopper, a 3-bay ribbed side hopper, and also an 86-foot auto parts boxcar, plus a few existing freight cars that have been reskinned into Santa Fe liveries. So these will all appear throughout the brand new timetable, which Dovetail says includes more than 250 train movements across the 24-hour period. So you'll have mainline intermodals and locals, and also switching duties based on real Santa Fe freight schedules and horsepower assignments from that time period. And there are also 5 new scenarios to play through, designed to highlight both the heavier mainline work and also some smaller yard operations. Now, there's also an extra Union Pacific layer if you own Sherman Hill, so you will still occasionally see Union Pacific trains moving through Cajon Pass as part of the expanded service pattern. So definitely a nice touch there, just to add a little bit of variety, especially since this era of Cajon Pass was still full of crossover traffic. So, I think all of this sounds pretty nice. There is a strong nostalgia factor here. I love the war bonnet colors. This has definitely been a major request amongst US freight fans. But the real talking point right now isn't really the content itself, because I think most of us can agree that it does look nice and will probably end up being a great gameplay pack, but it's just more so the price. At nearly $18, this is one of the higher priced gameplay packs we've seen. So there's no new route included here. It's just these new reskinned locomotives, a few scenarios, and a brand new timetable. Now, when you think about the fact that a brand new route with a new loco and full timetable tend to go go around 35 or 40 US dollars, it definitely makes this feel a little steep in comparison, especially since the base Cajon root has already been around for a while. Now, I did notice several people over on the forums calling it overpriced, mentioning that it is hard to justify paying roughly half the cost of a full root just for timetable and livery content, and I definitely understand that. So, even though it does look really good and I am super excited to play it, I definitely think that the value proposition doesn't quite feel balanced when you line it up against other releases. But this is usually how it goes for new paid content that usually isn't in the form of a new root. It generally just feels very overpriced. And I know not everyone was the biggest fan of High Iron's work in TSC. I always thought it was pretty good, so I am personally confident that the trains themselves will handle beautifully, but I do wish this pack had maybe launched closer to the $15 range, or maybe included an additional loco, or maybe some more scenarios to round that price out. I do really want to say though that I am happy for all of the third parties that have come about recently. We have so many UK third parties creating some really good content, some of which launches very broken and unfinished, but with patches does improve. And I've been saying for a while, we need US third parties. I'm so happy that we have one now. So I personally think that I will be supporting. I will definitely be reviewing this release when it comes out. I also just kind of miss US freight. I really haven't been giving it the time of day recently, so I'm very excited to dive into that. So that is going to be it from me for now for this video. Definitely let me know below what you think about this Santa Fe gameplay pack. Is this something you're going to be picking up day one? Is it something that you're interested in, or is it just not your cup of tea? As always, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, guys, and happy rail simming.